Like, I always think expectations are unrealistic at times at the University of Michigan. But if that's what they were, to be third or fourth, well, that pretty writes itself to say, wait a second, maybe this isn't good enough unless they don't care. And which is fine by me. Here's what it is. I'm convinced Kirk Ferentz won his 100th game at Iowa on Saturday. Mm-hmm. Kirk Ferentz has been there for 20 years. Kirk Ferentz and the Iowa program has done a good job. They've been good. To me, I think there are certain people in the administration, I'm not talking about Ward Manuel, I'm talking about presidents, I'm talking about the academic people who basically, this is what they want. They want a good, now Iowa's having their own issues, so I don't want to make a comparison there. They want a clean program, they want the kids to graduate, they want to make money, they want to be really good. Great is fine once in a while, but as long as everything's fine, they'll be Iowa, they'll be Northwestern, as long as we can keep our standards high, academically and with integrity. That's what they care about. And if that doesn't change, then he'll be back. If it changes and they want to get better than that, then I think they make a change. I don't know the answer to that.
So what you're saying is that the decision isn't Ward Manuel's, it's the president's, it's up on the Hill.
Probably. I think it is. I think it has a lot to do with it.
I think it does have a lot to do with it, and you might not get pressure from up on top to make a change, but I do think that there's always going to be pressure on whoever the head coach of Michigan football is. There's always going to be pressure on whoever the athletic director is to make the football team a championship contender on a year-in, year-out basis. And don't misunderstand that the expectation is from Jim Harbaugh and the coaches and the players is still to compete for a championship. Now, that's not possible this year because they've lost those 3 games. But going into the season, the standard, the expectation was that you were going to compete for a championship. What I'm talking about is playing the long game from Ward Manuel and Jim Harbaugh, that acknowledging the fact that you lost a lot of talent from last year's roster, whether it was to graduation or going to the NFL or opting out this year.
I know we're not the Buckeyes, but look at all the people that they lost to. Come on. I mean, seriously, and I'm a Michigan fan, John.
They lost
a lot of good
3
teams
guys.
Lose guys.
I understand that. And they lost 3 very important parts to their defense in terms of 3 secondary players. And their defense is not what it was last year. Now, they're able to win games because they're able to put up a lot of points with a quarterback, and they did replace J.K. Dobbins. Now, did they replace him with a guy that is the same as J.K. Dobbins? No. Trey Sermon is not J.K. Dobbins. Master Teague is not J.K. Dobbins.